The last light of summer. John stood at the edge of the pier, watching the sun dip below the horizon. The wooden planks beneath his feet were worn, smooth by decades of footsteps. His grandfather's, his father's, and now his own. But soon there would be no more footsteps. The pier was scheduled for demolition next week, another casualty of the town's desperate attempt at modernization. He remembered the first time his grandfather brought him here. John couldn't have been more than 5 years old, small hands gripping the railing as he peered down at the dark water below. His grandfather had lifted him onto his shoulders, and from that height, John felt like he could see the entire world. "This pier has stories, Johnny," his grandfather had said, his voice rough like sandpaper but warm like summer. "Every board, every nail. Your great-grandfather helped build this right after the war. Said he needed to build something beautiful after seeing so much ugliness." John was 32 now, and his grandfather had been gone for 5 years. His father had followed 2 years later, a heart attack, sudden and merciless. And now John stood alone, the last keeper of stories that no one else seemed to care about anymore. The town had changed. The small shops along Main Street had closed one by one, replaced by empty storefronts with faded for lease signs. The diner where his mother had worked for 20 years was now a parking lot. The movie theater where he'd had his first kiss was a dollar store. Progress, they called it. John called it erasure. He pulled out his phone and scrolled through his messages. There was one from Sarah sent 3 days ago. "I'm sorry, John. I really am. But I can't keep waiting for you to leave this place. There's nothing here anymore. Please understand." He'd read it 100 times, and each time it hurt just as much as the first. Sarah had been his high school sweetheart, the girl who'd promised to stay no matter what. They'd talked about marriage, about kids, about building a life together. But that was before the factory closed, before the jobs disappeared, before the town started dying. She'd gotten a job offer in Chicago, a good one, the kind of opportunity you don't turn down. She'd asked him to come with her, begged him actually. But John couldn't leave. "Not yet, maybe not ever. You're holding on to ghosts," she'd told him during their last argument. "Your grandfather is gone. Your father is gone. This town is gone. When are you going to accept that?" But she didn't understand. It wasn't about holding on to ghosts. It was about honoring them. It was about remembering that this place, this dying town, had once been alive. That real people had lived real lives here. That their stories mattered, even if no one else thought so. John walked to the end of the pier and sat down, letting his legs dangle over the edge. The water below was dark and still,